Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. This is going to be an intuitive message and reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm already feeling this sort of emotional water energy in the reading. Yeah, the Sun in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Super interesting. Okay, so this could usually be you. I feel like your vibe is usually this upright, but there's this emotionality, perhaps. So Queen of Wands she's very fiery. She's very Leo energy. She's very in her element. She doesn't care what people think. She's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know, that vibe. And the Sun is obvious, utmost positivity, light, bright, conscious mind. Yeah, I'm getting that there's a bit of an emotionality here. I'm getting that maybe you're not feeling quite yourself. Maybe you're used to being very positive and optimistic and uplifting, but maybe there's an energy that's kind of calling you or has forced you. There's Three of Wands, or Three of Wands, why did I say Three of Wands? Three of Coins here, Three of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, maybe you've been feeling with a work situation or with a group of people at work, maybe, or somebody that you share resources with. Something involved there where there's a situation in your life that's maybe causing you to feel not quite yourself, or maybe there has been a situation in your life that's caused you to feel this way, and those emotions are coming up right now for feeling, to be seen, to be felt, to be acknowledged. You can't always be in the positive, optimistic, light vibe like all the time. Ace of Wands, yeah. That energy can become addictive in itself, always wanting to be like on fire, always wanting to be the light, always wanting to be just like, yeah. When, when deep down we could be going through this could be getting held on to. We're denying a very sacred part of life when we're always in this fire, always in this momentum, always feeling like we need to be the light, always feeling like we need to be the life of the party, right? Which we can be that most of the time, and that's beautiful. But there's a time and place for us to also, like, we're in Cancer season, right? It's a super introspective, emotional time and opportunity to listen to ourselves, to listen to what our emotions are saying, to go into that water energy. So sometimes, powering through and pushing through is not always the answer. Sometimes it is. It's just feeling, taking the time to feel. I have, the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot in reverse and Five of Swords in reverse with Three of Wands. Yeah. Exactly. This is like, pushing forward, fighting, trying to, make it to the top. Keep going. Even when it feels like it's like you're walking on stilts and it's like sharp and painful, and it can lead you to doing things you wouldn't normally do as well out of desperation, because you're just trying to push forward and wrangle this together. Like you're such a force. That's what I'm getting. You're such a force, a fiery force. Yeah, that's funny. For fire signs, for fire energy, the opposite is water. So it's tricky, right? It's tricky to allow ourselves, when we have so much fire and so much heat, to settle into our emotions. But I just did a message about how accepting our emotions and allowing surrender to our emotions is actually how we are able to end and be reborn, how we're able to go through a death and rebirth, to become something new. Sometimes we hold on, and what we're trying to push forward to change actually needs to just be allowed. Ace of Wands coming out again with the Hierophant, both in reverse. Like I'm getting, See here, it's interesting because the Hierophant, he looks like he's working on something in this image. Like he's overseeing something. He's structure, right? He has a lot of structure. He follows tradition. He follows a routine. So yeah, it could be just taking time away from your routine, taking time away from your structure and your like positive, upbeat, happy, when really inside you're feeling like trash. You're genuinely feeling heavy. You're genuinely feeling stuck. You're like, and if you were honest with yourself, I think sometimes it can be like, and if you resonate with this, you resonate with it. It's like, I feel like shit, period. I feel sick. I feel unwell. That's something I've come to realize sometimes when I'm in that fiery push forward energy. Like, oh, I actually feel like fucking shit. I feel dead inside. I feel unwell. And it's always when I actually take time to sit with that, rest with it, let that recover, let that just kind of process, and don't let myself distract. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? We're going to give ourselves time and space to sit here. To just be so real. So real. Like, what am I really feeling here? Look at the world. You would be wild. Oh, here comes a train. I'm at a train station. You would be wild not to be feeling like you've been hit by a train with the emotions, is basically what I was trying to get at. You would be wild not to be feeling overwhelmed with emotions right now, living a human life at this moment in the world. Give yourself compassion. You don't always have to be on and be the light. That is who you are, naturally. But when it becomes unnatural, that's when it's time to go, okay, listen, maybe I need to spend some time in these like darker waters of my being. That sounds scary, can be scary. But that needs to be seen too, right? That needs to be seen too, and it needs to be honored and acknowledged. Because really, it's just your inner child. It's think of like a little child experiencing difficult emotions. You wouldn't go and chastise them and tell them to stop feeling that way. Maybe that's exactly what happened to you as a child, though, and maybe that's why you have a hard time feeling your feelings. Or that it seems like it's wrong or bad to go feel your feelings. But think of that little inner child and be gentle. Tell them their feelings are valid. Reflect back to them like the healthy mother, like Cancer, the moon, reflecting back. You are valid. And seeing where the intelligence of these emotions lead. Two of Swords, because it keeps you stuck. It keeps you trapped. It keeps you stuck in indecision. It keeps you stuck in like this feeling of evading, evading death. You're evading these emotions. You're avoiding these emotions. And because of that, it's like muck just builds up and you get stuck and you can't move forward. It leads to depression is what it does. And really, depression at the end of the day, what it is it's when we are so overwhelmed with our emotions, we become numb. It's when we don't feel and we don't have the tools to process our emotions and we don't have the tools to express our emotions, that it all just kind of gets stuck in our being and our body and all just slows down into this just heavy, numb, dissociated state. And that has to be faced so we can walk away, so we can move forward, move on. I'm with you. I feel this. But you're strong enough to do this. You're a strong one. I can tell from that Queen of Wands and Sun energy. You are a positive, upbeat, strong person. And if you're that strong in your conscious life, and if you're that strong for other people, you're strong enough for this. You're strong enough to hold space for your emotions. You're strong enough to let yourself surrender. As scary as that can be. Surrender to the feeling. Ten of Coins, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Coins in reverse. This is going to help you to not have to, being able to be in touch with your emotions, because you're already very good at this life of the party, being upbeat, and Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're very good at being this Queen of Wands. Very good at being fiery, expressive, and moving forward, and, pedal to the metal kind of vibes. But embracing this Queen of Cups, this introspective, emotional, nurturing energy is going to help you to have this, to have abundance, to have what you want, and you won't have to work so hard. You won't have to strive so hard and push so hard and take so much time to get there. It's like facing these emotions, letting them process is actually a shortcut. It's a shortcut to having what you want. 10-10 on the timer. 10s across the board, darling. 10-10-10. You can have it all. And paradoxically, according to our cultural beliefs, you know, we learn work hard, push forward, don't stop. Paradoxically, sometimes to how our mind thinks it works, it's the surrender and the allowing, the relaxing into and feeling those harder emotions and honoring them, nurturing them, and flowing with them, seeing them, validating them, that actually brings us what we truly desire and want at the end of the day, a lot faster than we think. So that's your reading. I love you lots, and you got this. You're beautiful. Take care.